Tell me, O sincere seeker, what is this I you so earnestly inquire about? Listen, my child, with a mind as still as a forest pool at dawn. For the question you bring, who am I, is the root of all wisdom and the very door to liberation. This is not a question to be answered with words from a book, but to be resolved in the immediate experience of your own being. That you ask it with a heart weary of the world's illusions is itself the first flash of true dawn. Now, turn the light of inquiry inward. Do not seek a new I to become. Rather, discard all that you have mistakenly assumed yourself to be, and what remains, in its own undeniable brilliance, is the self. Begin here, with this body, the most obvious and stubborn identification. You say, I am this. You point to this form of skin, flesh, bone, and marrow, born of parents, subject to pleasure and pain, growth, decay, and inevitable death. But examine closely. In deep sleep, when the body is present, but insentient, do you cease to exist? No. You exist in peaceful, undifferentiated being. When you say, my body is tired, who is this I that possesses the body as an object? The possessor cannot be the possessed. The body is a composite thing, an assembly of the 5 gross elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. It is inert matter, pervaded by consciousness to give it the appearance of life, just as a clay pot is pervaded by space. You are the all-pervading space of awareness, not the fragile, finite pot. You are the witness of the body's states, childhood, youth, old age, but you are untouched by these changes. Therefore, know this as the first negation. Deham naham. I am not the body. But perhaps you then retreat to the instruments of experience, identifying with the senses. I see the mountain. I hear the river. I taste the sweetness. Here, the illusion grows subtler. The 5 senses of perception, hearing, touch, sight, taste, smell, and the 5 of action are mere instruments, like perfectly crafted tools placed before a craftsman. They gather data from the phenomenal world, but they do not know. The eye sees form and color, but who is aware of the act of seeing? If the eye itself were the seer, it should see itself, which it cannot. The senses are outgoing, grasping at objects, but you are the still center toward which all their reports flow. In moments of profound meditation or sensory withdrawal, the senses are dormant. Yet you, the aware presence, continue. The senses are like windows. You are the light that fills the room, allowing objects to be seen through them. Without your light, the windows are useless. Thus, with clarity, understand. Indriyāṇi naham. I am not the senses.
Now, you may turn inward and cling to the internal organ, the Antahakaran, in its 4-fold aspects. First, the mind, manas, the thinker. I am thinking, I am doubting, I am feeling joy and sorrow. This seems most intimate, but observe the mind's nature. It is a relentless flow, a river of thoughts, emotions, memories, and desires, vrittya, constantly rising and falling. Can you be that which is perpetually in flux, which is different this moment from the last? That which you can observe, your anger, your love, your calculation must be separate from you, the observer. The mind is known to you. You are its knower. In deep sleep, the mind resolves into its causal, unmanifest state. Yet, you exist in a state of profound peace and being. The mind is like the surface of a lake, agitated by the winds of desire and aversion. You are the deep, unmoving bed of the lake, untouched by the storms above. The mind is conditioned by countless impressions, sanskar, from this life and beyond. Like a cloth, repeatedly dyed, you are the pure, colorless light in which all these colors appear and by which they are perceived. Therefore, negate this too. Man hana aham, I am not the mind. Next, the intellect, Buddhiḥ, the faculty of discrimination, asserts itself. I am the one who knows, who decides, who discerns truth from falsehood. This is a refined and powerful identification, for the intellect is the instrument of knowledge, Gyan. It analyzes, judges, and labels. It creates the concepts of mine and thine, of virtue and vice, of success and failure. But intellect too is a modification of the inner instrument, a subtle layer of thought. It operates in the realm of duality, for every discrimination presupposes a subject and an object. In the direct, non-dual experience of pure awareness, where knower and known merge, the intellect falls silent. Its knowledge is mediate, indirect, like learning of a place from a map. Your true nature is immediate, direct, like standing in the place itself. The intellect is like a magnificent polished mirror. It can reflect the world with great clarity. But you are not the reflection, nor the mirror. You are the original face, the source of light and awareness that stands before it, enabling the reflection to exist. So, discard this too, Buddhiḥ nan aham, I am not the intellect. Then comes the most insidious superimposition, the ego, Ahaṅkāraḥ, the I-maker. This is the root of all suffering, the knot of ignorance, avidya granti. It is the false conviction that says, I am this individual named so-and-so, with this history, these relationships, these accomplishments, these failures. The ego is a phantom entity, born of the mistaken identification, adhyas of the pure, changeless self with the ever-changing aggregate of body and mind. It is the sense of doership, kartritv, and enjoyership, bhoktritv. But examine an action. The body moves by prana, the mind by its sanskar, the intellect by its judgments. Where is the separate, independent doer? In deep sleep, the ego dissolves, yet work is done, the heart beats, the body heals, without any sense of personal agency. The ego is like the erroneous perception of a snake in a dimly lit room. The reality is only a coiled rope. The snake is a total superimposition, adya rope, upon the rope. Your fear, your flight, your entire drama is based on an illusion. When the light of knowledge, Gyan, is brought the lamp of steady inquiry, the snake vanishes instantly, and only the rope remains. So it is with the ego snake superimposed upon the rope of pure consciousness. See this, and the ego loses its grip. Ahaṅkāraḥ na aham. I am not the ego, having thus negated all that is not self. Anatman, the physical body, the subtle body, senses, mind, intellect, ego. That which remains is you, the eternal subject, the Atman. It is not a void, but fullness itself, Purnam. It is Sat, existence, absolute, unchanging, uncaused, the substratum of all that appears to exist. It is Chit consciousness, pure self-luminous, unconditioned awareness that illumines all thoughts, senses, and states, without itself being illumined by another. It is Anand, the bliss absolute, the very nature of existence consciousness, untouched by any appearance of sorrow. This is your true identity, Swarup. You are the witness, Sakshi. You witness the three states, waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. In waking, you witness the world of gross objects. In dreaming, the world of subtle impressions. In deep sleep, you witness the absence of both, a state of undifferentiated peace. The states come and go, but you, the witness, remain ever present, the constant screen upon which the three changing pictures are projected. You are like the sun, eternally shining. The clouds of the mind, thoughts, emotions may pass before it, sometimes obscuring it. But the sun itself is never clouded, never diminished, never affected. Your practice, sadhana, is simply to abide as this recognition, pratyabhijñā. Do not meditate on the self. Be the self that is prior to all meditation. Let the mind settle in the heart cave, Hriday Guha, by repeatedly turning away from objects and remembering, I am that awareness. This is not an effortful doing, but a gentle, persistent abidance in being, like a piece of salt doll dissolving in the ocean, becoming one with its own source. This knowledge destroys ignorance, avidya, as light destroys darkness, instantly and without residue. Then you see the world for what it is, a magnificent, ever-changing appearance in you, the unchanging consciousness, like the unreal silver seen in the mother of pearl. The world is Maya, not absolutely real nor absolutely unreal. It is dependent reality, vyavharik satta, having existence only because of the reality of the substratum Brahman which you are. Seeing this, you live in the world, performing all duties, but free from attachment, like an actor on a stage. Knowing the role is not his true identity. This is Jivan Mukti, liberation while living. The body may continue for a while due to prarabdha karma, the momentum of past actions, like a potter's wheel that continues to spin after the pot is finished. But you are no longer bound by it. You are free. So, my child, be still. The answer to who am I is not a thought. It is the silent, aware space in which the thought arises, that thou art, tat tvam ase. There is no distance to travel, no object to grasp. Simply cease identifying with the five she's, Pechakosh, and abide as what you have always been. The limitless, non-dual, ever-free awareness. This is the end of the search. This is home. Now, be that.